Dear children, let's continue with the same topic, the noun, number, singular and plural. In the last class, we learnt what is a countable noun and an uncountable noun, and we learned that plural forms are done with countable nouns, and we learned different methods to form the plural forms, and we concluded the class with nouns ending in F and FE and how to form the plurals of those nouns. Now let's have a look at nouns ending in O and how to form the plurals of those nouns. So we add S or ES to those nouns that end in O. Now let's look at the first category. So the plurals of most of the nouns ending in O and that which is preceded by a vowel are formed by adding S. So I'll write an example. Kangaroo. Look at the word, look at the noun, kangaroo. Kangaroo ends in O and it is preceded. Preceded means before that O, a vowel is there. So if you come across nouns that ends in O and if it is preceded by a vowel, you form the plural by adding S. So let's form the plural. Kangaroos. Double O, yes. Another example, radio. Radio, the word ends in O and before O there is a vowel. So we have to just add S to the noun. So the plural, radios. Another example, video. Video. The word ends in O and before O there's a vowel. So add S to the word to form the plural. So the words that end in O form their plurals by adding S. If the last O is preceded before O, if you come across a vowel. In all these words, before O, there is a vowel. O, I, E. So that's the rule. Now, again, more words are there that end in O, and with some words we add ES. So let's see. We are going to have a look at the words that end in O and where we are going to add ES to form the plural, and we are going to learn what is the reason behind that. Banjo. The word ends in O. Before O, what is there? It's not a vowel, it's a consonant. So here it is consonant plus O. So if it is a consonant before O, we form the plural by adding ES. Banjos. Banjo, banjos. Another example, echo. Echo. The word is ending in O and before O we have a consonant. So we are going to add ES. Let's have a look at another example. Hero. Last letter is O. Before O there is a consonant. So plural Heroes. So we learned two ways to form the plural of nouns that end in O. First one was if a noun ends in O and before O, if there's a vowel, we add S to the noun to form the plural. For example, kangaroo, kangaroos, radio, radios, video, videos, studio, studios, etc. And coming to the next group, if the word ends in O and before O, if there is a consonant sound, then we form the plural by adding ES. Example, banjo, banjos, echo, echoes, hero, heroes, tomato, tomatoes, potato, potatoes, etc. Again, in this also we have exceptions where you can add S or ES to the same word. Let's have a look at a few words like that. Nouns that carry both S and ES to form the plural. Buffalo. Plural can be both buffaloes or buffalo, OES, S or ES also. Mosquito. Plural, you can add yes or ES also. So, these are the three sets of nouns which ends in O, where we add S to form the plural. With some nouns, we add ES to form the plural. And there are a group of words that end in O, which takes both S and ES to form the plural. Now, as you all know, there are certain nouns that form their plural by changing the internal vowels. What do you mean by internal vowels? The vowels that comes in between the word. We need to change that vowels to get the plural of those nouns. So let's have a look at those group of nouns. So we form the plurals by changing the internal vowels. Example, man. Plural is men. See here, we are changing this internal vowel A to E to get the plural. Another example, tooth, teeth. This double O is changed to double E to form the plural. Goose, geese. You have learnt many examples like this. Mouse, mice, louse, lice, then foot, feet, etc. So in all these nouns, we change the internal vowel to get the plural form. Now again, two nouns are there where we add EN to form the plural. Can you name those two nouns where we add EN to form the plurals? They are ox, oxen, child, child, children. So in these two nouns, we add en to form the plural. So I request all of you to learn these nouns separately so that you will not make any mistakes. So the plural of ox is not oxes. The plural of ox is oxen. Child, we never say childs. Plural is children. Yes, you know it. You have learned it many times. Now, you are very familiar with a few nouns that remain the same in singular and plural. Can you name a few nouns like that? It remains the same in singular and plural. And you must have learned it as a separate group in class 3. Your teachers must have given you as a separate list of nouns. So let's have a look at those nouns which remain the same in singular and plural. So the nouns that remain the same in singular and plural are deer. Plural of deer is deer. Sheep will remain the same in singular and plural. Now, what about the noun fish? Fish. Salmon is a type of fish. We never say salmons. It's always salmon. Tuna is again a type of fish. We never say tunas. It's always tuna. Any other example do you remember? Another example, bison. It's always bison. So I wrote a few examples on the board which remain the same in the singular form and plural form. Now coming to the last part, some nouns have only plural forms. They remain always as plurals. For example, let me write the examples on the board. Binoculars. Binoculars. It's always binoculars. We never say binocular. Then again, jeans. It's always jeans. We never say one jean and 5 jeans. It's always a pair of jeans. Drawers. There is no word called drawer. It's always drawers. And in your father's toolbox, you have come across this tool, pliers. It's not plier. It's always used as plural, pliers. Then in your mama's sewing kit, what is there? Scissors are there. It's not scissor. It is always scissors. Your grandfather and grandmother, they use spectacles. It's not spectacle, but spectacles. So, few nouns are there which remain always plural. So, you have to be very careful when you use it. It's always binoculars, jeans, drawers, spectacles, pliers, scissors, pants, etc. Now, we use a pair of before the above nouns to show them as singular and plural. So, how are we going to show whether they are singular or plural? These words will remain as plural always. But if we want to talk about one binoculars, then we use the phrase a pair of. We use the phrase a pair of binoculars, a pair of drawers, a pair of spectacles, a pair of pliers, etc. And you can add the number according to the number of binoculars, scissors, etc. So, this is what we have learned today. We learned in the last class, we learned how to convert the noun into plural, and we continued today with the rest of the topic. We covered the nouns that end in O, how to form the plural of those nouns. We need to add either S or ES depending on the type of noun. If a noun ends in a vowel and if the noun ends in O and before that O if there is a vowel, then we add S. And if the noun ends in O and before that O if there is a consonant, then what are we supposed to do? We add ES to form the plural. For example, echo, echoes, then hero, heroes, etc. Then again we learned a few words where the noun ends in O, but we add both the options S as well as ES to form the plural. And finally, we learned nouns with where we change the middle vowel to convert it into a plural. For example, man, men, woman, women, etc. Then we learned the next category of two nouns, that is ox and child, where we add en to form the plural. And the last part we learned a few nouns that remain always plural, like binoculars, jeans, drawers, scissors, spectacles, pliers, etc., where we use a pair of to show whether it is a singular or plural. Hope you understood the topic. I request all the students to go through the chapter, go through the details and rules given in the book, and also to learn the spellings thoroughly. Thank you.